Hi, my name's Chia, and today we're gonna do a life update video with like some new stuff I've been using. It's probably gonna be a longer video, so buckle up. Maybe get yourself a drink because it's gonna be a minute. Okay, so I guess I'll give you a quick life update. Like, I kind of hate when people take 1,000 years to get into the video, but just to explain where I've been and like why I haven't been posting as much. I haven't posted a video since January, and I'm really sorry about that. I missed February tarot readings, so if you like those, then I'm really sorry, but I will be getting those out shortly if they're not already out. I even had another video which may or may not be out already. It's quite long, so I was like debating putting it into 2 parts. Where I actually read my friend Louisa from Living in Nanda's natal chart, and that was really cool. We did that over Zoom. That was fun. The quality's not as good as I had hoped, but that day was like so weirdly overexposed. Like, it was so sunny. I was like hiding in the corner of my apartment trying to like get a decent lighting situation, and it just kind of wasn't happening for me. But hopefully the information is helpful. So yeah. So the reason I haven't been around is, number one, I started a podcast called the Astrology Witch Podcast, where I talk about witchcraft and astrology and how you can use your natal chart to inform your magical workings and also for personal growth. So if you want to listen to that podcast, I will put the link in the description below, along with all the product links for everything I'm going to talk about in this video, because I have quite a lot of things. Like, I was like, did I try anything new in the past couple of months? And I actually have quite a few things, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But yeah, the major reason I haven't been posting here is because I actually ran out of disk space on my laptop, and it eventually got to the point where I kept getting like, you know, disk space almost full, or it's like, you know, nearing fullness, and then it was like disk space is full, and then it refused to upload to YouTube after that. So I haven't been able to upload any videos because literally I couldn't anymore from my laptop, so that kind of sucked. But I have since actually, my boyfriend got me a new laptop, like an early birthday gift, so really grateful for that, because I'm able to upload again and make videos and edit and stuff, because like that was making it really difficult to actually upload new videos. So I was like, holy shit, this is so annoying. And also, like, I haven't felt super motivated either, like as far as video making. I guess it was kind of like kismet that I wasn't able to upload because I didn't feel like uploading in anyway. I don't know, my energy's been kind of low. Anyone else kind of feeling that? I was like kind of dreading like hitting March, like, oh my god, it will have been like a whole year being basically like living during COVID. Like, I don't know, giving me a lot of anxiety. So yeah, that's where I've been. Maybe I should put a timestamp in this video so you guys don't have to sit through me rambling, or if you don't enjoy that. But yeah, okay, now we're gonna get into the video of all the things I've tried and made and things that I thought would be fun to mention in this video, so hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to mention just randomly is that today I actually roasted my own coffee beans for the first time ever, and that was pretty cool. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Lighting's kind of weird. So I roasted my own coffee beans for the first time ever, which was really cool. I don't know why I've been really obsessed with this YouTube channel called Isabel Page, where she like lives in the mountains in her like tiny home, and I don't know, they're just like really relaxing to watch. And she makes a bunch of shit herself, and it's like really cool. I don't know, I'm into that stuff. So she actually roasts her own coffee beans. So I was like, doesn't look that difficult to do. Maybe I could do it. So I actually bought my own coffee beans on Amazon. They're Anthony's whole bean green coffee unroasted raw Arabica. They're organic, gluten-free, and non-GMO. So I got this on Amazon. And these ones, just honestly, I didn't know, but unroasted raw coffee beans kind of look like peanuts. And then what you do is you put them in a pan on like medium-high heat, depending on your heating situation. You can watch like short videos on this process if you want a step-by-step. And it takes anywhere from like 9 to 14 minutes, depending on how dark you want your coffee roast beans to be. And yeah, I don't know. The only like kind of mildly stressful thing is that it does get quite smoky, and I live in an apartment and I was really worried about that. So I had the fan on the whole time, which I recommend if you live in like a non-ventilated kind of housing situation. So that was a little stressful because like the idea of the smoke alarm going off was giving me a lot of anxiety. But it was really cool. The smell was kind of weird. I don't recommend using a plastic utensil. It gets too hot and I melted one of my spoons. Or spatula things. So definitely use like a metal or stainless steel one instead, because you're gonna have to constantly be stirring the beans so they don't burn or like cook really unevenly. And even me stirring constantly, I feel like these beans really don't look super consistent. But I mean, like, you're doing it by hand, it's not always going to be super consistent generally just because it's manual. The other thing too is make sure you have a coffee grinder, because I didn't when I wanted to try this. So I had to use a mortar and pestle just to try the coffee beans, which they're pretty okay. The other thing I want to mention, is that once the coffee beans are done, like to a kind of like semi-done color, because you're gonna do it based on color, like how dark you want the beans to be. Once you hit that situation, you want to turn the burner off, pour them into like a sieve, like a mesh sieve or colander, and something with small enough holes that the beans won't obviously fall through, or just a bowl that you could like shake around. And then what you do is you pour them into that bowl, and then I went outside just because like the little husks, they have these like, kind of like, you know how peanuts have that outer skin? They kind of have that like layer that comes off. So you want to like shake them around, number one, because they're going to keep cooking kind of like pasta. And number two, the little husker pieces are going to come off. So these are what mine look like. You can kind of see that they're not super consistent, but they're decently enough, and I'm like really excited about it. So if you're interested in doing that, I know some of you guys are into like low, minimal, zero waste lifestyles. Like, it's pretty cool to cut out the middleman of like buying your coffee pre-made or whatever. So yeah, that's my story. Well, the other thing that I made is this, so you can't tell, but I bought this on Amazon. It's organic jojoba oil. So I actually mixed this with some infused oils and essential oils and absolutes to create my own coffee, like vanilla-y oil. So basically what it is jojoba. I used 1 ounce of vanilla infused it's sunflower oil or jojoba oil, and then another ounce of green coffee bean oil, which is really good for your skin and smells like coffee. And then I also used like a couple of drops of cocoa absolute, which is incredibly expensive. Like, I paid like $10 for a little tiny vial of it. And in order to ensure that I wasn't like wasting any of it, I used a like dropper to drop the absolute into here. And I didn't want a huge like chocolatey kind of scent or whatever scent profile for the oil to be like super chocolatey. I just wanted a hint of it. So that kind of worked out. And then I think other than that, I may have used like cinnamon essential oil a little bit just to have a warming effect. Only a couple of drops though, because cinnamon's so strong and it will literally take over the whole blend. Otherwise, I would just say like don't use it. But yeah, that was kind of cool. And it was honestly surprisingly easy to achieve this. So vanilla infused oil, you could buy your own beans and infuse it into an oil over like a couple of months if you wanted to, or you could buy it pre-infused. They do sell it on Etsy, which is where I got it, but it is expensive. So like if you're, you know, trying to cut costs, then you would have to like invest in buying the actual vanilla bean pods, which is, it is kind of an investment. But if you feel like, okay, I'm probably gonna infuse oils for a while or use it for other things, or you bake a lot or something, it might be worth the cost. But otherwise just buy it like pre-infused, because if you're only gonna do this once or just for your own personal use or something, and it's not really gonna be, you know, something that you want to spend a lot of money on, then I recommend just buying through Etsy. And I will, if I remember, I will link the shop that I used on Etsy to buy these oils, because I mean it was reasonably affordable, organic, and you know, all natural, and they have a bunch of different infused oils. Also, I bought some broccoli seed oil, which totally smelled like broccoli, which is kind of like not super into that. but it was such a great oil for my skin. Like, I'm totally gonna buy it again. And also, if you use the C Serum foundation, like, I poured some in there because I was like trying to make it last longer, because sometimes I notice when I'm like at the dregs of that foundation that I end up not being able to use it all because it's really just like pigment sitting at the bottom of the bottle. So adding a little bit of broccoli seed oil extended my use a little bit. So if you're cheap like me, totally, you know, invest in that hack. The broccoli seed oil was fairly cheap. I want to say it was like 10 bucks or 8 bucks or something for an ounce. And you really don't need much more than that if you're just using it for yourself. So the next thing, I actually started trying out this Mega Food Blood Builder, which is like an iron supplement. If you struggle with like anemia or low iron levels, this is a great one to try. It's the only iron supplement. Oh, it also has vitamin C, folate, and B12. So it's actually great if you're vegan and you need your B12 and, you know, iron. But yeah, it's one of the few irony type supplements I've tried that doesn't actually have me like burping up like weird bile or like penny flavor. It totally tastes like eating a copper penny, like when you take the pill, unless you have something like flavorful to like down it with other than water. Like with water, you're totally gonna taste the penny smell, which is, or penny flavor, blah. Metallic and super gross, but it doesn't like come back up like some fish oil pills or like iron pills. You can have that like where it just like you're burping up that irony or like fish oil flavor, which is super gross. So if you're not a fan of that and if you haven't found a good iron supplement, I know a lot of people really struggle with that, this is a really good one. Okay, so I really quickly wanted to mention, just because I was kindly sent these products, but I do use them quite often. And yeah, I don't know, if you've never heard of Osea skincare, then maybe you ought to check out my video review for them. It's in the reviews playlist section where I have all my skincare and like different brand reviews. So if you want to watch those are pretty helpful about like what the brand is about, the history, and all of the products I've tried from them, which will give you a better idea of like everything I've tried from Osea, which is so many products. But they did send me their Ocean Cleanser recently, and I've bought it many times. It's a really great one if you don't want, like if you're using clean beauty and you find that a lot of things are like oil-based or like balms or something. And I know some people really hate that residue or they really don't want to use a foaming cleanser, which seem to be commonly the only options in clean beauty for some reason. So this is a great kind of like midpoint between those two, where it's like a creamy, it has like a lotiony feel, but it's like almost like a lotiony gel, and it rinses clean and it smells amazing. It honestly smells to me like, I don't know, natural Fruit Loops. Like that's the vibe I get from using this. It's very citrusy, it smells amazing. So yeah, definitely a great one to try out. And honestly, you get quite a lot of product. Like, what is this, 5 ounces of cleanser. So, and I've had this quite a while, so it does last a decent amount of time. I think it could probably last more, but I use like kind of a lot of it to rinse my makeup off sometimes. So if you don't do that often, or if you use really light makeup, then maybe you could get away with just 1 or 2 pumps. Oh, and the other thing is the Sea Minerals Mist, which is enriched with organic algae and seaweed, and has like, I think 42 or 12, I don't know, God, I'm like all over the place with these amount of minerals, some kind of number of active sea minerals in it, which are amazing, honestly. And I don't know why my brain is just not functioning well today to remember exactly how many. Maybe it's tell me in the back here. It doesn't, it just says, and dead sea minerals. So there's a whole lot of minerals in here. But yeah, I really like this toner. It's pretty awesome. It's very soothing if you deal with redness like I do, then it really helps to calm down like any mild rosacea. So I really like that. Plus it's really hydrating. It has this special kind of organic seaweed which helps to retain moisture and hydration in the skin, so moisture level retention. And again, you get the antioxidant and you know, skin mineral vitamin boost from all the sea minerals, so that's really awesome. But yeah, so just wanted to honorably mention these because they're some of my favorite products, and I end up using them a bunch throughout the year, and I don't really always talk about them because I feel like it would be super redundant. But yeah. Next thing I want to mention are these Pore Warrior Overnight Rescue Spot Dots from Pacifica. I got these at Target. I actually didn't get them for me, I got them for my boyfriend, but they end up working really well on even like really big, like sore, inflamed spots. like really well to shrink them overnight. So I just wanted to mention these. They're vegan, cruelty-free, made in the USA, in Portland, Oregon. And yeah, I don't know. This is a great company that I probably don't talk enough about, so let me know if you want me to do an actual review on Pacifica, and I'll go out of my way to like buy some of their makeup and skincare that I've tried over the years, and I don't know, create a video review for you. Let me know in the comments. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I was kindly sent this Clove and Hollow Glow and Go body oil. It's like a shimmering, it says collagen boosting luminous body oil, and it's in a base of organic argan, jojoba, and coconut oil, I believe. Oh, sunflower seed oil, and it has vitamin E and a couple extracts and then some shimmery mica, so it's really pretty. I'm not a super big fan of the scent. Yeah, I mean, it smells okay. It smells kind of beachy, like, which is okay. I guess like if you're really into that beachy scent, or you really like vanilla scents, then it's like mildly shimmery. Yeah, then maybe you'll be into this, but for me, it wasn't a super big love. But I do like the fact that it shimmers. It is really hydrating, and it does really make your body like super soft after you've like shaved in the shower or whatever. You just get out of the shower, it makes your skin so soft and kind of luminous because of the mica. So yeah, for that reason, I really like this, and they often have sales on this in the summertime, so keep an eye out. And depending on when this video is coming out, they might actually be doing their friends and family sale, so I'll put the link in the description below, so check that out, definitely. They do like almost like monthly promos, I want to say, so yeah. But yeah, totally love this one. If you want like a shimmery body oil for spring and summer, this is a great option. Okay, the other thing that I bought is this nail color called Talk It Up from Ilmp. I used to buy this nail brand on Etsy a long time ago, and now they have their own website, and they're like super fancy, and you can get them on Amazon. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about them except that they're cruelty-free and vegan, and they are, I don't know, they don't contain, was it toluene, DBP, formaldehyde resin, camphor, or TPHP and xylene. So they like basically like, I don't know, what is that, 8 free? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free. So they don't use a lot of the toxic ingredients commonly used in nail polish, so it makes them a slightly friendlier option. And I really just kind of want it because it's kind of like that rainbow holographic unicorny vibe, I don't know. But yeah, I kind of wanted this to try out, so I'm pretty excited. Haven't tried it yet, but I do like their nail polishes, and they're reasonably affordable as well. I think they run for like $12, $15, maybe a little bit cheaper than that. But yeah, they're really pretty, really fancy colors, and especially if you like glittery type colors or like shimmery colors, they have a lot of options. Okay, honorable mention to this shop called Naked Poppy. They actually sent me a few products to try out last month, and so I did a blog post write-up about them, which I will put in the link the link in the description below, and I will link to their shop, which you can actually save 15% in their shop if you use my code SA15. So that's pretty cool. Oh, you have to spend $50, I think. There's a $50 minimum there, so it won't work unless you're hitting that minimum. So, but yeah, they have a lot of really cool products. They have a lot of really beautiful luxury clean beauty products, and then they also have some more affordable products that are in their own brand. So they have this, wow, I don't realize, but apparently this is leaking. They have this Naked Poppy Revitalized Organic Facial Oil, which I really like. It's pretty simple. It's Rosa rubiginosa, whatever that is, seed oil, jojoba, argan, citrus, bergamot, and then some other papaver, wow, and vitamin E, and it's certified organic. It's really simple face oil, and I've really been loving it. It really does hydrate and soften skin, and it's super leaking, so I'm gonna put that down. I don't know why it's leaking. It didn't leak before. But anyway, yeah, so then I also got their Nourish Cream Cleanser, which it's honestly, it feels like putting a lotion on your skin, but it does rinse clean. You don't have like a residue or anything like that. And I find this is really, really awesome to use when you remove makeup. So definitely a big fan of that. Kind of seems like a hard thing to find in clean beauty. Either I end up using just like a regular plant seed or like carrier oil or something to, you know, loosen up my makeup, and then I use like a cleanser, because sometimes I find they don't actually remove makeup that well, and that one actually does. Or using like organic cleansing balms, in which case I don't want to use them because oftentimes they're more expensive. I don't know. If anyone's found a solution to that, let me know in the comments below. Okay, and then they also sent me their Naked Poppy liquid eyeliner, which apparently has won several awards, and I can see why, because it's honestly a really, really nice liquid liner. So you have this, like, it looks like a brush, but it really is like a felt tip brush, and honestly, you can make a really fine line, you can make like a thicker line, but it is quite impressive. And once it dries down, it literally stays there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of impressed with that. It's pretty clean in terms of ingredients as well, and pretty affordable. And the last thing is that they also sent me their Chia's refreshment moisture mask, which really is quite hydrating, has quite a lot of potent actives in it to gently exfoliate your skin. Sorry, it's like stuck and I'm trying to show you the texture. But yeah, so definitely has quite a lot of actives which help exfoliate the skin gently while infusing it with nutrients and vitamins. And it's just like, I don't know, it has like a cooling sensation. It uses like Japanese spearmint or something, and it feels really like cooling and like soothing, but actually quite cold. Like on a cold night, like I don't know if I would recommend using this, because I used it when it was really cold out and I was just like, whoa, my face is freezing. But yeah, it definitely is really, really cooling and soothing to the skin, and definitely feels like hydrating and gentle. But I definitely felt like the actives had like a nice effect, but more so over time than with like one use. Like it's not like a peel, or like, you know, like True Botanicals resurfacing mask is one that you could use just once and you would really see like, oh, okay, my skin feels softer and brighter and whatever instantly. This is not like that. This is more of a mask that I would say you would feel the benefits of over time. So for that reason, like I really like it, especially for moisturizing and gentle exfoliation, so you don't get the redness that you would get with something like resurfacing masks that feel like peels. So if you're not a fan of those like resurfacing peels that use like lactic acid or whatever and that feel more abrasive, this is a more gentle form of that where it's a lot more hydrating and soothing. So yeah, it's my TED Talk. Okay, I also bought the Dirty Vanilla perfume from Heretic that they came out with. It's a blend of like vanilla and sandalwood and a couple of other things, but mainly vanilla is the hero here, and it does have a little bit of sandalwood notes that come through. I like mixing it with their Poltergeist, which is another favorite, and the Midnight Toker, which is their like CBD fragrance. And I also received a For Strange Woman Fireside Story perfume for Christmas, and I mixed that with this, and it's really nice. I don't know, this is such a great one. If you really love vanilla scents and you want something more natural, cruelty-free, and free of synthetics, this is an awesome one to check out. I just love the fragrances so much. So earlier in February, I was sent 3 different shades of the PYT All or Nothing. It's like all plus nothing, I don't really get that. Concealer pens that are infused with Manuka honey. They're really creamy. I got one in neutral dark, neutral fair, and medium gold, because they asked me like what shades I wanted, and I wanted like just like a midpoint, a fair, and like a darker shade. They did actually expand their shade range, so they have quite a few darker and lighter colors, I believe, to you know, offer more options like you should obviously do if you're selling concealer and foundation. But they are really, really affordable. Like PYT is one of the most affordable cosmetic brands in clean beauty, in my opinion. And what's really cool is like, it's like a thick crayon. You can twist it up so you don't have to sharpen it. And then, I'm gonna try and do this. When you pop off the other end, there's a brush. So it's incredibly handy to use on the go in order to like apply your concealer, reapply, or whatever. So this one is fair and neutral. I'm just gonna show you each of the colors. Medium gold, and then dark neutral, which to me neutrals seem more indicative of like actual skin tones, unless you're a medium, because medium, you know, skin tones tend to be more golden. But yeah, so this is the fair neutral, medium, what's it called? Medium gold, and then dark neutral. So definitely a lot more options in terms of skin tone colors, which I really like, and again, they're super affordable. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I was kindly sent the Zinc It Over Sunscreen Facial Mist. I use this facial mist pretty regularly. It's a makeup setting spray and also a SPF that they use mineral sunscreen. It's SPF 25 broad spectrum, and they released a new scent in exotic fruit. And this one, it really smells very tropical and like fruity, so that's nice. I prefer the unscented one personally most of the time. But this one's actually really nice, and honestly, if you like your stuff to be like fruity scented or just like pleasantly scented, they have a lot of options. They have like a lavender, and I forget what the other ones are, but they have a bunch of them now, and they are fairly affordable. And if you use my code Tiana10, you can get 10% off as well. Yeah, so they use non-nano zinc oxide and a 5%, so that's pretty awesome. And there is no white cast, like unless you were to just sit there and just spray your face like over and over, like obscene amounts, then you will never see a white cast. I did one time see a white cast, but it was because I accidentally over applied. So as long as you're not doing that, there's no like super shiny sheen, there's no white cast, and there's no like powdery feel to it. It's very, very awesome, the finish of it. I will say that it does dry down, and if you don't let it dry down, it can pill over like when you apply makeup too soon, so just be aware of that. Like give it a couple of minutes. And the other thing to mention is, even if you have a dark skin tone, you're not going to see a white cast. It's not going to be like a shiny ghost face or anything like that. So I really like that, because all skin tones can use this happily. Okay, the other thing that I actually bought on Amazon is this Lavender Hair Dance. It's a volumizing dry shampoo for all hair colors, and it's formulated without a bunch of like artificial fragrances or anything like that, artificial dyes. It's a really simple formula with rice starch, oatmeal, silica, and lavender and olive leaf. So really simple, cruelty-free, vegan, organic, and made in the USA. It comes in this handy dandy little spouted thing, and then you just like tap it out. I don't know if you can see that, but it does work really well, and it doesn't leave any like super white residue on my hair, which is kind of annoying. It's not super crazy in terms of like buildup. Like if you use a lot, you're not going to see like a white cloud on your hair where it ends up looking dirtier than you like. It defeats the purpose of you using a dry shampoo, which you want to clean your hair, and then you just like honestly tap a bit on the roots and then kind of like shake it in your hair and kind of massage it in your hair, and it just completely blends in. Your hair feels fresh and new again. And yeah, I don't know, I just really actually like this one. I think it costs $12 on Amazon, so super affordable. Next thing I wanted to share is this 15% vitamin C and clean caffeine energy serum. It's a newer product from Youth to the People, and I really don't have a whole lot of experience with Youth to the People, to be honest with you. Like, they are not a brand that I go out of my way to use a whole lot. I feel like I've tried maybe a face cream of theirs or maybe an eye cream, but nothing really that I found so impressive I needed to talk about, which is why you haven't heard me talk about them. But honestly, this one is really good. They offered to gift it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess. But honestly, I'm really impressed. I went into it expecting nothing really to happen. Just because there's so many vitamin C serums now, and there's so many like caffeine serums now, and a lot of them just don't do anything, at least for me. But this one has a stable triple vitamin C complex, yerba mate caffeine boost, and honestly, it really is really nice. Like, pumping this out is like a thick gel serum. It really does help like depuff your skin in the morning, especially if you deal with like, you know, puffy under eyes or you're super tired or something, and it really does brighten and firm your skin. Like, I really felt that like vitamin C boost, especially in this 15% is pretty high. I definitely felt like my skin tone is evening out having used it, and I really like the way this serum feels. Like, it's a really thick gel, and you definitely feel a difference in your skin using it. But yeah, I'm really honestly pleasantly surprised about this one, because I was not expecting it to be anything that I would bother mentioning, but it's really awesome. One honorable mention I wanted to make is the Thesis Deodorant Spray. I talk about this so much, but honestly, I don't know, maybe I haven't talked about it in a while, given that I've been using it for so long, but it's literally the only spray deodorant I've ever tried that actually genuinely works, and honestly works better sometimes than I would say, like better sometimes than like the actual like roll-on, like, I don't know, like those, like, what are they called, like cream-based stick deodorant. This spray is amazing. It does burn when you shave though, because it is in a base of like cane alcohol, and a witch hazel, so it does burn, and it's got a bunch of essential oils. So if you don't deal well with essential oils, I don't recommend it. And if you shaved, maybe wait like a while or wait like a day before you apply this, because it burns. I just kind of deal with the burn. I don't know, maybe I'm some kind of like sadist, but or yeah, masochist or whatever, but I'm just like, I don't know. I really love this stuff, and I live in California where it gets really hot in the summer, and this is the only thing that really works when I'm like sweating and working out and when it's like 100 degrees out. So for that reason, I use it over and over and over again, and I've used it for years. Okay, and I wanted to mention really quickly, I may do like a dedicated video review just because I love True Botanicals and I feel like people really like those videos. But they did send me their new Renew Chebula Active Immunity Serum. This is supposed to help boost the immunity in your skin and help your skin like basically fight off bacteria and heal itself and repair itself by boosting its immunity. I don't know, it's very sciencey. But it is like a very like nice gel. I don't know, it's kind of thick and goopy, but I do like it, and has that signature True Botanicals rosy scent to it, so it's very pleasant. And yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. So I actually wrote a blog post about how excited I was about this serum, and then they were like, do you want us to send you one? And I was like, yes please, because I was so psyched about it. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments below if you want a dedicated review, and I'll do one here on IGTV or something to follow up and let you know how I feel about the results. Okay, so I want to share really quickly, just swatch these for you and like show you. I think I did not a review, but I think I showed you guys in a previous video, I want to say. Maybe not. I've done so many videos and so many like Instagram lives. Maybe it was on a live on Instagram, and if that's the case, then go back and check those out, because I do save them under IGTV tab on my Instagram, and I did change my username to Green Beauty Glamours. So if you haven't followed me there, it's at Green Beauty Glamours now. So I'm actually going through a rebrand, and that's about all I want to mention about that till things are more along. Anyway, but yeah, definitely check out that live, because I did a lot of swatches on these products. I bought a crap ton of like Ritual Defeat at the end of last year. I think it was like during their Black Friday or like winter sale. I don't know, there were so many sales last year because everyone was at home. And these aren't even all the Ritual Defeat products that I own. These are just the newest ones that I'd purchased. So the first one is this Orb gel liner. It's called the Black Orb. It's in Abyss, which is like the blackest of blacks. And it's just a gel liner, and it comes in this really cool globe, sphere, whatever, container. And it is really like a thick, dark black color, and it has great staying power, which surprised me because gel liners usually smear really badly. It takes a while for that one to smear. I also purchased 2 cream blushes, which they call, what do they call these? Color Nectar Pigment Balms in Snapdragon and Bloodflower. And Snapdragon is this really pretty orange color. I don't know why, like last year I just became like an orange blush eyeshadow person, and I never thought that would happen, but here we are. And then I also got Bloodflower, which is this red color, which I'm actually wearing right now. So it doesn't actually look super red if you blend it out a bit. Like here, I'll blend it out, like, and they're not as strong, but you can wear them as eyeshadows, like cream eyeshadows, and it's really pretty, although it does crease, so keep that in mind, or put like a primer on or layer something over the top or something if you want to use it as a base color. It's really, really pretty. I don't know, Ritual Defeat, just like you can wear them on their own, you can wear them as blushes, eyeshadows. I could probably use this as like lip tint or stains as well. I just haven't thought to do that. But okay, so then I also got the Aurum Alchemist Highlight Intensifier. So this is not a highlighter on its own. It's like a glittery top coat, if you will, for your highlighter. And it's really pretty and shimmery, and that's what it looks like. And I did put a little bit over the top. You probably can't really tell because I'm really light-handed with this stuff. I don't want to look super glittery. But if you do like really glittery highlights, then definitely get this one because you could totally go ham on it. The other highlighter I got was the Rare Light Cream Luminizer in Halo. I also have Moon Pillar, which is more of a purple, like a cool purple color. This one's more of like a rose gold pink. And it looks like this. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. Right here. You can kind of see, it kind of goes with this color. They both kind of have gold shifting colors. And I got a free gift because they were doing a promotion. If you spend a certain amount, and of course I spent an obscene amount of money on this. And then it's a lipstick called the Enchanted Lip Sheer in Lilium. And it's this weird like nude gray, I don't know, like brown gray, like yeah, I don't know what I would call that, like a brown nude. If you put it on lightly enough, it looks more nude, and then if you put it on darker, it's more like a brown. And I like personally mixing it with like more berry red colors and then getting my own custom colors. That's something I really enjoy doing. The last thing I wanted to do was give you a quick look at the new Zyderma facial cleansing bars they sent me. I actually shared these in my stories earlier and before filming this, so if you're there, maybe you remember, I don't know. So Zyderma makes really great sensitive skincare that helps to gently heal and repair the skin, especially when it comes to acne. They use micro silver, I want to say, and it's non-nano, and it just really is like the most simple but like science informed. So yeah, maybe not so simple, but like seems simple formulas. Like I'm sure I couldn't recreate them, but they have like minimal ingredients in them, if that makes sense. And they honestly are just so gentle, and I've recommended them to so many people who have kids or who they themselves are dealing with hormonal acne. So if you have like a teen who's dealing with hormonal breakouts, or if you yourself are dealing with hormonal breakouts, this is a great brand to check out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure the difference between these two. Here we go. So these are the two facial cleansing bars. The white one is a colloidal oat and zinc bar for problem skin, face and décolleté. It has a base of olive oil, babasu oil, cocoa seed butter, kupuasu, oh god, oat oil, maple, zinc, sunflower, grapefruit, and oatmeal, and vitamin E. And it smells really soothing. I'm really excited about that one. That one smells pretty bomb. And this one, they actually smell kind of similar. And then this one's a glacial clay bar for acne prone skin. And it has the same kind of base, has oat as well, but it also has Dead Sea mud and glacial marine clay in it, and Dead Sea extract and activated bamboo. So this one's more of like a detox bar. If you have like acne prone skin or you're dealing with like oily skin, I imagine this is really good for balancing the skin out and absorbing excess sebum. And also if you have really clogged pores or dull skin, detox clay facial bars are amazing. This one I imagine is great for redness and soothing sensitive skin because it has so much oatmeal and like colloidal benefits. Oh my god. I'm really excited. So I'll probably put these in my shower and check them out and let you guys know what I think. But if you want to try them for yourself, Zyderma is very reasonably priced, and I love their clarifying cream. So if you're dealing with breakouts, it's like the best catch-all moisturizer for healing sensitive skin and acne prone skin. And also, what was I gonna say? Oh, it works great as a makeup primer as well, and I've used it that way. I've also like recommended and purchased it many times for my nephews and stuff who were dealing with like teen acne. You can use my code STORY10 and you'll get 10% off as well, so that helps you out as well. So yeah, hopefully you try them out and let me know what you think. Okay, so that is everything. That's all I have to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of like long-winded, but I feel like it's been so long, I need to give you a little update on what's been going on, like why I haven't been in this space, and hopefully you enjoyed some of the new products I shared with you guys. I guess I ended up using and trying a lot more new products than I thought. So let me know in the comments below which ones you want dedicated reviews for, which one, if you want a Ritual Defeat dedicated brand review, let me know in the comments below as well. That's kind of been requested. And I have so many other products at this point that it would make sense to do. So let me know if you want to see that. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for staying subscribed and not completely abandoning me, even though I've been gone for a while. I didn't forget about you. I just was dealing with computer issues, and now hopefully uploads can be a lot smoother. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy videos about clean beauty, wellness, and natural lifestyle, and occasionally metaphysical things like tarot readings, and the like, then definitely hit subscribe, like this video, leave me a comment letting me know your thoughts, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.